Theravada Buddhism this evening. How to separate Theravada Buddhism from it is a hard place. You can walk around, sit around here. I cannot find out the map of India. I cannot find out the map of Asia. I came back from Houston this evening around 3 o'clock. If I have the Asia map or area map, it will be clear to understand how to separate Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism and Mahayana Buddhism from its birthplace. How do you know where Buddhism was born?
Bodhigaya? Province? India?
If I have an Indian map, it's better to display in detail.
Do we have an atlas?
You see here, this is a blue point. This is the map of Nepal. This is Burma. This is Nepal. Around this place range of the Himalaya mountain. China, India. Between China and India, the Himalaya mountain. Himalaya one, root of the wall, highest mountain. Here, at the foot of the Himalaya. Now it is Nepal. At the time of Lord Buddha, it was called Sekka. In Pali, Sekka. In Sanskrit, Sakya. Same meaning evil person. Evil. Keep it. These persons are very evil person.
Evil?
Evil. E-B-L-E. Keep it. You see, when Siddhartha Gautama was born, he stood on his foot. His mother also stayed in, hanging the branch of the sala tree. Mother also stayed in. He also, from his mother's home, came out and stand on the ground on his foot, unaided and guided by any supernatural power. Stayed in and stepped to the north in 7. As soon as he was born, the child of Siddhartha stepped 7 to the north and raised his right hand and uttered 3 brief and bold announcements. I am the most supreme in the world. This is my last birth. I have no more reborn for me in this world, in any other world. As soon as he uttered this bravest bold announcement, therefore we can say these people are evil men, evil people, evil person. In Pali language it is called Sekha. Sekha. In Sanskrit, Sakya. Same meaning. This is a kingdom of a Sakya. Sakya. At the foot of Himalaya mountain. So Buddhism was born where? You come to know. Buddha was born, Buddhism was born same. But when he was born, only human being, as the only human being. Not a little Buddha was born. Sometimes some people believe little Buddha was born. No little Buddha. He made himself to become the Buddha. By his own striving, by his own wisdom, he made himself to become the Buddha. Unaided and guided. But when he was born, very simple as a human being. You know, understand this place. Sekha Kingdom. Now it changed the name Nepal. Kingdom of Nepal at the foot of Himalaya mountain. He listened to the Dhamma.
He already has the right color.
This life. He reborn. So, Sakya and Sekha, same meaning, evil. People. He can stand on his foot as soon as he was born, step to the north and seven, raise his right hand, and announce very bravest and boldest three announcements. According to his original language, Goha must be Lokasa. I am the supreme in the world, most the supreme in this world. Ayamandi Majadi, this is my last birth. Nati Dani Punabo, there's no more reborn for me in this world, in any other world. Last birth. Reverse and Buddha announcement. In the kingdom of Sakya or Sekha, now it is called Nepal. And the gardens of Sala grew. He was born. 600 623 BC. I have to tell you another thing. This is the Mediterranean. Here is Israel, Jerusalem, birthplace of the Jesus, the founder of Christian. Yes, this is Saudi Arabia, Mecca, birthplace of the Muhammad, founder of Islam. Theravada was born, Buddhism was born here, Muhammad was born here, Islam, one. Christian also was born here. This is a continent. It's a wonderful continent. This is India. Brahminism or Hinduism are born in here. India. All of great religion. Buddhism, Hinduism, Christian, Islam, including the Judaism. All great religions were born in Asia. Wonderful continent. This is United States. This is South America, North America, Canada. This is Africa. This is Russia. Which religion was born in United States? Nuclear weapon only was born. Science and technology were born in United States. No religion was born. Any religion was born here. Islam religion here in Mecca. 1170 years later than the Buddha, Muhammad was born. Jesus, 623 years later than the Buddha. How many years earlier? How many years of Buddhism earlier than the other religion? You can estimate. You can guess. Hinduism, wonderful religion. No scholar, any scholar cannot trace the founder of Hinduism and what date Hinduism was born. Nobody can research. But I can say only one thing. Please try to read this one. How do you read? Hindu. Hindu. Sometimes some people read Hindu. Hindu. It is the name of a river. This is the Himalaya. Hindu is the name of a river. This river started from Himalaya, flowing across the western part of India and Punjab and entered into the Indian Ocean. Hindu River began at the foot of Himalaya. Hindu River, very beautiful river. Look like it. Crescent moon in the Himalaya mountain. I'm not historical teacher, historian, but I study the history of a human life. Most of scholars, most of historians said Aryan races, Aryan tribe came down from the Himalaya and settled in the delta area of Hindu. Some Aryan people came down from the southern part of Russia, settled delta area of Hindu River. Delta area of Hindu River is very wide, the western part of India, Punjab. is called Pancha. And ordinary, according to the Sanskrit language, Pali language, it is called Panchapa. Panchapa. How can you read? Pancha Apa. Pancha is 5. Apa, river. 5 river. From India, from Himalaya, 5 river flowing through this region. Indu River, Saraswati River, Iyavati River, Chandabhaga River. I forgot the name of river. 5 river. This delta area is very beautiful, not like a delta of a Mississippi. Very beautiful, very good land, very good fertilized. So many people, Aryan people, came down from the Russia, settled here. From the Tibetan land, many people came down to the Indu River. They settled in this area, around the Delta area, Hindu Delta area. They settled people before the Hinduism, before the Buddhism, million years ago. They thought here, this land, everywhere green, very beautiful. Water also very easy, very good agriculture. Who creates such a kind of a beautiful land? They thought, Aryan. How do you know what does mean the Aryan? In Pali language, Aryan, Arya. Arya means a noble man, very good person. They thought, who created this beautiful world? Who created this beautiful world? Some kind of thought into their mind. Maybe Brahma is a creator of this beautiful world. They have creator. This is the Brahma. Million years earlier than the Buddhism, million years earlier than the Christian and Hindu, Christian and Islam. Aryan people thought in the Delta area where they are settling may be created by the Brahma. Brahma is a creator. This is the beginning of Hinduism. In the Hindu Delta area, Aryan people image the creator of the world. Later on they thought another idea. Who maintained this beautiful world to exist longer? Another imaginary worship. I mean, Vishnu maintained this world. Sometimes because of heavy storm, because of fire, because of flood, many people were dying. Their houses, their farm also destroyed. Who destroyed this world? They searching for the destroyer. They discover the destroyer of this world. It is Vishnu. कैसे है मुझे? Brahma, Vishnu, very brief, very summary, just introduction. How religion started. Brahma is creator of the world. Vishnu is the maintainer of the world. Shiva, destroyer of the world. This is their triple gem according to Hinduism. Three yatana in Hinduism. And the Hindu river, Delta area, Aryan people image these three supernatural power. This is the very beginning of Hinduism because this arises in Hindu river. Therefore, this is called Hinduism. But now it is called Hinduism. I don't know how many years before the Buddhism. This is Hinduism. Arises in the Delta area of northwestern part of India. Hindu Delta area. Hinduism. Hindu. Many Brahmin people thinking about the quality of these three religions, wrote down many books. Later on, many books, Upanishad, Veda, etc. Many books are written. This is an imaginary religion. Because the image, they thought, because of their thinking, rises as these three gods. Sometimes some scholars say, God never created man only created God. Some scholars say, I don't know what to say. Some scholars say, God never created man only created God. Because of their thinking, their imagine, these three, Brahma, Vishnu, or Shiva rises. This is the Hinduism. We cannot trace the date of birth, we cannot trace the founder of these religions, but nowadays, these three triple gems, Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma, still exist in India, still is worshipped in India. Thitagu Sayadaw, this is the Delta area of Hindu river, beginning of Hinduism. This is a Mecca. This is a Jerusalem. So I would like to tell you here one thing. This is the continent of Asia. This continent of Asia. Wonderful land. Because Hinduism also was born in Asia. Buddhism also was born in Asia. Islamism also was born in Asia. Christianism also was born in Asia. Even Judaism also was born in Asia. Wonderful land. Some scholars say Asia. Some Pali Sanskrit scholar research. What does Asia mean? They found out the meaning of Asia. Asia derived from the Arya. Arya means noble. Jesus Christ, noble men. Mohammed also noble men. Many Brahmin, founder of Hinduism, they are noble men. Siddhartha Gautama Buddha also noble men. All of religions are founder, noble person were born in this continent of Asia. Therefore, this is called noble land, noble continent. Now it is really called Isha. Isha derived from the Arya. Originally, this is Sanskrit. Now let me tell you what is Sanskrit. What is it? Huh? China. China means clay. This is originally Sanskrit language. China means clay. Make dishes and you are kitchen. We use many dishes made by the clay. Sanskrit language it is called China. In English, China. How Buddhism, Hinduism, other religions, how Buddhism and culture of China, how Sanskrit language, Hindu language, Buddhist language in China, very close, very friendly. China, believe. In English people, they cannot read the original words. They cannot pronounce. I mean, according to the original language, China, but this is pronounced China. It's a Kali country. So, in China, Tibet, Mongolia, Korea, Japan, they are also Buddhist country. In those countries, Buddhism, in what language Buddhism preserve, Buddhism maintain? Very easy to understand. In northern country, northern means north of Himalaya, in those countries, they maintain their culture, their religion, originally in Sanskrit. Sanskrit. The name of a country, China, also derived from China, Sanskrit. Southeast Asia, Indonesia, or Malaysia, many places. Cambodia, Laos, and those countries also Buddhist countries. Now let me tell you only one word. Former president of Indonesia, founder of Indonesia. What is his name? Doctor? Sukarno. Sukarno. Su. Su means good, very good. Kano. Kano means kana. Sanskrit language is kana. Meaning ear. A person who has very good ear, This is Sukarno, second president, Suharto. This country is only Islam, but language, Arabian language, Sanskrit language, Pali language, Sukarno. Suharto. Su, good. Hatu. Hatu derived from the Harya, Sanskrit language, Harya. In English, you know, heart. Pali language, Harya. In English, heart. Suit, very good. Hatu, heart. Very good, hearted man. These languages are originally came from India. So how interesting. Buddhism in Pali language, Buddhism in Sanskrit language, how separate from India to it is a neighbor country, to China, to the north, to Burma, to the east, to Sri Lanka, to the south, to Malaysia, Indonesia, to the southeast. How Buddhism and Buddhist language is separate out of India. Nowadays, this language only remain in Indonesia. Buddhist population only 1%. Malaysia also Buddhist country. Buddhist population only 1% remain. Language and culture only remain. That's Ibrahim being Java and Bali Island. In Bali Island, all over everywhere, Hindu temple. In Java, I saw a very big stupa, Borobudur Buddhist stupa remain. No more worship, only heritage of Buddhism, heritage of culture remain in the Java. So, what is important nowadays? In every religion, I would like to suggest to preserve, to maintain. According to its origin, Christian impurity, we need to maintain and preserve. If you are Christian, if you are Islam, you have very high responsibility to preserve your religion and culture. Religion and culture cannot be separated. Culture depends on religion, religion depends on culture. They cannot be separated. Sometimes language and literature also depend on religion. If religion totally disappear, culture, literature, everything going to be disappear. Today I would like to share my knowledge with you, how to preserve our own culture and language and religion, how to promote our culture and religions and languages, etc. How to propagate, how to protect. Four main purpose four main duties we have to do: propagation, promotion, preservation, protection. You see, northern Afghanistan and the Bamiyan mountain. What tallest Buddha statues were destroyed? These are destroyer. Look at these statues from the religious standpoint. We should not see everything. Only from the religious standpoint. We should see from various standpoint. Cultural standpoint, no? Literature standpoint. Many standpoint we should look everything. 1,500 years old people's cultures are totally destroyed. This is not only for the Buddhist people. This is a loss of not only for the Buddhists. It is a loss of all of the people who love the culture of the man. So now I introduce in various ways this evening. I must conclude my speech. Christianity also was born in Asia. Judaism also born in Asia. Islam also born in Asia. Hinduism also born in Asia. Buddhism also born in Asia. Therefore, the continent of Asia is a noble continent. Noble continent. Sayadaw was born in Nepal, nowadays. New name Nepal. Former name, Sekka Kingdom, at the foot of Himalaya. 623 years before Jesus. 1,170 years before Muhammad, he was born. But he was born many years later than the founder of Hinduism. How Hinduism started, and just introduced here. Hinduism started from Hindu River. At the area of Hindu River, Aryan people image. Therefore, some scholars script imaginary religion. They discover three religion, Brahma, creator of the world; Vishnu, maintainer of the world; Shiva, destroyer of the world. They worship these three religions. In Buddhism, we have the religion. Buddha. He is the founder of Dhamma. Dhamma, his teaching. Sangha, maintainer of his teaching through the 2,500 years of journey. Sangha, Bhikkhu Sangha, the monk, Buddhist monk, son of the Buddha, maintain, preserve, propagate, promote, protect. These are Buddha's teaching, pristine and purity through the 2,500 years of journey. Therefore, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, these three things are called religion. In Buddhism, in Hinduism also they have their religion according to their standpoint. So Buddha, born in Nepal, at the time of Lord Buddha, this country called, how to say, Sakka. Sakka country. He was born in Sakka country, but he attained the enlightenment, became the Buddha in other country. Saka. This is a country where Siddhartha Gautama was born. Magadha. This is one of the countries in the northeastern part of India. Siddhartha Gautama attained the enlightenment, became the Buddha in this country, Magadha. Mala. It is one of our countries. Buddha passed away, passed into Nirvana. This is a birthplace. This is the enlightenment place. This is last place, Nirvana place. Three places are very important. But one of another important place. Kashi. Kashi. This one also very important place in Buddhism. Precisely 2 months after his enlightenment, the Buddha traveled from Buddha Gaya to this state, Kashi. Kashi is the name of a state. Varanasi is the capital of this state. In this state, Varanasi is a capital. Near the Varanasi, very big grove. In this grove, the king of Kashi gave freedom of all animals, especially for the deer. Deer ba lulagi our land. Any deer. In this place, Buddha delivered his first sermon. Buddha delivered his first sermon in this state. It is this one also very important place in Buddhism. I wanted to review Sakya, birthplace. Magadha, enlightenment place. Mala, Nirvana place. Kashi, first sermon given. Where first sermon given. The place, very important. So after his enlightenment, as a Buddha, he lived for 45 years. Within 45 years, he traveled divinely every day, teaching the Dhamma. Within 45 years, he dwelled, permanently he dwelled only in the rainy season. End of a rainy season, before the rainy season, he traveled. Great traveler, teaching the Dhamma. So within 45 years, how many places he dwelled, he lived permanently in rainy season? 13 places. In Mala, this state, I do not have Indian map, Asia map, only the world map. I cannot point out in detail. This is Mala state, very close to the Nepal, Second Kingdom, northern part of India. He passed away. The southwest corner of the Kushinagara city. When he passed away, 700,000 disciples of the Buddha, the Bhikkhu Sangha, gathered together in this corner of a Kushinagara city to pay their last respect, to listen the last teaching of the Buddha. When these 700,000 monks pay their last respect to the Buddha, Buddha said his last word. Some students understand. What is the last word of the Buddha? Mike. What is the last word of the Buddha?
All things are compounded. Seek your deliverance.
God. Can you recite original words of the Buddha?
Sarva Sankata. Not that well.
You never forget that you are last one of your father and mother. As a children, they cannot forget they are last one of their parents. The Lord Buddha, last words. I am asking only the last one. I did not ask first words, middle words. Very important. Okay, I want to repeat. Sakya. What is this place? Mabli. Magara. Enlightenment. Mala. Preniba. Last. Kashi. Pasam. And dear brothers and sisters, please try to read last word of the Buddha. Apamadena Samparita. Thank you very much. This is the last word of the Buddha. When Buddha delivered, after this last word, how many monks gather together to listen? 700,000 monks. Wonderful place. Great event. 623 years before Jesus Christ, in the second kingdom, Siddhartha Gautama was born. First announcement, I am the most supreme in the world. This one also, one of great event. Second, 580 BC, under the bo tree, on the bank of river Niranjana, near Kenya, in the Magadha state, he totally eradicated all of impurity, negativities. He penetrated the fold of truth by his own way, by his own wisdom. Attained enlightenment, supreme enlightenment, became the Buddha. As soon as he became the Buddha, he uttered one announcement. Nanan Kaya Majaka. He's trying to read. Please read. Trying to read this one. Kaya Majaka. Okay. Nanan Sakhaya Majaka. This is the first words of the Lord Buddha. After immediate enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. This is it. Last word of the Buddha. This is the first word of the Buddha. In the middle, how many words? I would like to show you Tipitaka books. I think I must continue my lecture tomorrow evening. Huh? If you're interested, you can come tomorrow evening around 8 o'clock. It's very good. Huh? So you got to know. Siddhartha Gautama was born where? Sakya Kingdom. Okay. He had the enlightenment in what country? Magadha country. He passed into Pranivana pathway in what country? Manla. Okay, thank you very much. 2 months after his enlightenment, he delivered his first sermon to his old disciple, five Guru disciple. In what state? Kashi. Okay. 4 great events of the Lord Buddha took place in 4 great wonderful places. These are only in India. Only in India. So Buddha was born in India, Dhamma was born in India, Sangha also was born in India, Tibetans were born in India. Now it is Buddhism, death in India. How came out from the India to north direction, China, to the east, Mongolia, Korea, Japan, to the south direction, to Sri Lanka, to the Southeast Asian direction, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Burma, to the west direction, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Turkey, Greece. These were also Buddhist countries. Please notice, in what year, how many years after the Buddha, Muhammad born? 1,170 years. Before the Muhammad, no Pakistan, no Afghanistan, no Turkey, no Iran, no Iraq. All of these countries were Buddhist countries. Now totally disappeared. At the time of Lord Buddha, Pakistan, Afghanistan, these 2 countries were called Gandhara. Gandhara. Iran, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia. These countries were called Cambodia. Cambodia. Greece, Turkey, and southern part of Russia. These countries were called Jonaka, Buddhist country. So, after the Buddha, how many years after the Buddha? 230 years after the Buddha, great king Ashoka appeared in India. He enlarged Buddhist country. He extended the Buddhist country. He sent 9 missionary groups to the 9 directions. Some Buddhist missions went to within India, some missions out of India. One of a missionary group sent by the King Emperor Ashoka went to Greece, Turkey, southern Russia. These countries were called Yonaka country. Mijandika Thera and Pati Arhan went there. They deliver the Buddhist philosophy and Buddhism. I'm not sure in those days, Plato and Aristotle were born or not. I'm not sure. But Greece originally Buddhist country. Therefore, I think so. Many peoples have become great thinker. Great thinker. Thinker. Just thinking. According to the Buddhist philosophy, to penetrate the Four Noble Truths, just a mere thinking, meaningless. Learning and practice. And then understanding, penetration. But in the West, most philosophers and psychologists, they're just thinking about the life. Buddhist people, not only the thinking, not only the learning, but they practice. They train their mind. They search for the realistic nature and true nature in this very feather-long body. So how introduce Buddhism in the West? In the West means in the Greece and southern Russia. These were Buddhist countries before the Muhammad, before the Jesus. I must conclude today my lecture. Asia, derived from area. Area means noble. Asia means a noble continent because noble persons were born. Muhammad, Jesus Christ, founder of Hinduism, many Brahmin, founder of Judaism, founder of Buddhism, Siddhartha. All of religious founder were born in Asia. Wonderful continent. I came from Asia. I am Asian. Okay, thank you very much. See you. Can I see you tomorrow evening? Okay. Thank you. Ask me. You do have any question?
Sayadaw, I've never seen mention in the suttas of Vishnu. Was Vishnu and Shiva in Buddha's day just minor figures and later became big? Because they always talk about Brahma, Brahma, Brahma in the suttas of the Hindu priest, talking about Brahma all the time. So I'm wondering if in the time of Buddha, if this concept of Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva came later, and that Vishnu and Shiva might have been minor deities at the time or something.
This is just legend, legendary, imaginary religion. It is very difficult to decide definitely. No realistic religion. Buddhism, mother and a father, only human being. Siddhartha also only human being. Where he was born, in what date he was born, how he practiced. Realistic teacher. The Hindu, Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, or Lakshmi, Saraswati, etc. They are imaginary, legendary teacher. It is very difficult to decide, definitely.
Diligence.
Apamada. Very beautiful words. You know, within 48 years, a Buddha expounded 3 Pitaka, no? Sutta, Vinaya, and Abhidhamma. In Suttanta, Buddha used different type of words according to the listener. In the Abhidhamma, Buddha used technical terms and different language only. So, Apamada, this is a Suttanta language, Suttanta term. In discourses, Buddha used Apamada. In the Abhidhamma, Buddha used Sati. Sati and Apamada. Apamada is this, same meaning. So, what does Apamada mean? Apamada means just control your mental violation. Apamada. Apamada means just control, maintain your mental violation. Just guard your mind. Try to guard, try to watch, try to control your mind. This is Apamada. Apamadina somebody. Please try to control your mind. Not to do any evil, not to speak any evil, not to think any evil. To remove all kind of evil. Please control your mind. All of our evil is started from the mind. We could leave it tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is very brief summary of a Satipatthana. Summary of Satipatthana. In the Satipatthana discourse, Buddha expounded 4 Satipatthana. This is very brief.
Thank you.
What was the first word that he said?
First word of the Buddha, no? Okay. Ah, very good question. My secretary is very good. Nanam Kaya Majika. Tanna. You understand the Tanna? That's the craving. We can analyze this Tanna into 6 division, into 18 division, into 108 division. According to the Buddhist philosophy, we can divide it into 3, into 6, into 18, into 118, etc. No? But today is a summary. Tanta, thirsty craving, greed, desire, Tanna, Kaya, cease, cessation, Majjata, attain. I attain the cessation of craving. I attain the end of craving. End of craving means the end of samsara, end of the dukkha. Because tanna is the origin of suffering. When we attain the end of tanna, attainment of the end of suffering automatically finish. So this is the first announcement under the Bodhi tree on the bank of river. Immediately after his enlightenment, first announcement, pre-birth Buddha announcement. That Nanang Kayamajaka, I attain the cessation of craving. Apamadina Sambarita. Be alert, be mindful. Guard your mind with the mindfulness. Apamadina Sambarita. But before Apamadina Sambarita, another one sentence.
Sarva Sankara.
Yeah. Kaya Vayadama Sankara. Vayadama Sankara. Vayadama. Vayadama Sankara, Apamadina Sambarita. Sankara, Sankara, compounded conditional things. Compound conditional things. Sankara means compounded and conditional thing. Vayadama, they have their own nature constantly flux. Momentally disappear. Therefore, look at these nature of a sankara, compounded and conditional thing. Their nature constantly flux. Look at with the mindfulness. And the last one of the Buddha. And here we can analyze what is sati. How many functions are done by sati? What does the sankara mean? How to do the vipassana? It's a meditation according to the last one of the Buddha. First words finish, last word finish. Middle words very difficult to be finished. Typical. When you come tomorrow evening, I would like to introduce what is the difference between Mahayana and Theravada. From what year, what year, these are two schools began divided. What is the source of conflict? These are two divisions. So I would like to tell you. Therefore, the title, Theravada, it is just introduced. Buddhism how started. Other religions also where born. Wonderful continent is Asia, Arya continent, noble continent. Thank you everybody for your time.
Thank you.
This is not Saturday and not Sunday, weekday. You come in. Thank you very much.
Thank you.